Okay, I'm here. I'm going to do a really quick test on something because someone said my microphone was a little wonky. So maybe this will work. I'm hoping that it works. So we're going to see. I get a little double talk here. So, okay. Alright, seems like it is working fine, so I guess that is just a ESO problem. Alright, so here's what we're going to do today, folks. Everyone, I know all the major big streamers, like Turtle and everybody, has already done their little videos for this, and I hope you guys have watched some of them to find some of the best places to get bait, etc. And here we go with this bullshit. This is a very, very big problem for me lately, with this. I just keep having server issues, so sometimes just switching the server will fix the problem. Maybe I should go out and do that. Come back in and see if that will fix this issue. I mean, it was working fine just a second ago, until I decided I was going to try and move here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Very quickly we'll go over some spots. Right now I am here at the Watoga Shopping Plaza. There are some fridges here. If you go up here, now this one I have yet to manage to get any improved bait from, but it is there. The Valley Galleria. Every time I go in there, it's done been cleared off. I am also going to show you why we are doing this. The burned book method hasn't really worked for me. I know I'm doing it right, but those fridge respawns just don't wanna. I had a really funny little glitch. I did the burn book method. I was on my own private server, and I did the burn book, come back over here, and it had worked, but it hadn't worked the way I had intended it to. So apparently, when I came back over here to the Galleria, and we'll stop there on the way back out, but right now we are down in Watoga. If this thing will start working, and we are going to look. I believe there's a couple little things around here and there. I believe there's a little bait box right here. Of course, it would just be a Salisbury steak. My luck with this game. I cannot get improved bait for the life of me. You cannot, absolutely cannot buy it from other players' vendors, which I was really hoping that we could do so. Well, there's a Super Duper Mart. We just went in there. Yes, we did. So there is some fridges around here somewhere. Here we go with this again. There's some fridges somewhere. Oh my lord. What is wrong with you? Of course, I am on the PlayStation upstairs, and that seems to be the problem with this most times when I am trying to do something. I usually do my streaming downstairs, but tonight I decided I was just tired and I was going to do all this. So, are we back in here again? Same space. I'm just going in circles here. So we got the Super Duper Mart, but there is some fridges around here somewhere. There is a appliance store. I have been to it once. I don't mess around. Actually, I really have not been playing this game, to be honest. So I'm very, very rusty about where most of the places are at anymore, because I have just been straight up on ESO, waiting for the new zone to come out. I have been over there doing a lot of auctions and stuff, trying to make some gold, But I know that that appliance store is around here somewhere. And I believe it's down an alleyway somewhere. If I'm not mistaken, I was there earlier tonight. And here we go again. So, let's see if we can't find... Oh my lord. Alright, you know what we're going to do, folks? We're not going to do this. If it doesn't boot me and kill the whole freaking stream at this point. So, let's just go out and jump servers. Because at this point, it is not working. It's just not wanting to work. Disconnected from server. Yeah, I know I was disconnected from server because I disconnected myself from the server. Thank you very much. So, usually I will go over here. When I do the burn book method, because I don't want to, in case someone needs them for something, I don't generally do that. I go here, do my private adventure, do my burn book, and then I go back over here to the regular server, and that usually does work most of the time for me to get those containers reset. Now, as far as looting the containers, if you're going to do this burned book method, I have read a bunch of conflicting information. Some people say, take the stuff out, or that's more ESO, you have to take everything out, okay? I've done that. Now, what I'm going to try here is just, I've dumped into the Valley Galleria. Well, I was on the other server, so we're gonna, guess we'll probably pop back over to the Valley Galleria at this point. And maybe we'll get lucky. Another place you're going to want to go is also going to be, we're gonna stop by there. So I guess we're going to get this Watoga thing done here first. Try and find the fridges over here for you folks, and then we'll go on to what we're going to do here. Continuing on, as I said. Ah, of course. Okay, folks, back out we go. Because this camp that I have up at the moment is pretty vital. Yeah. Someone's in the spot of the landlocked captain. So that's not working. Okay, so you know what, for this I don't need that camp right at the moment, so so here we are back at Watoga. Let's hope that we don't have the same problem we had before. And if not, I will, if I do still have this problem, I will just waddle my old behind back down the stairs to my PlayStation, because I'm on my boyfriend's. He keeps his spare here for when he's staying here. My wild cards at the moment. And he keeps his here for when he does come and stay here, so we're not fighting over the PlayStation downstairs. Okay, this is not the place, but it's always interesting enough to just take a peek and see if there's any stray coolers or lunch pails or, you know, anything of that. What do we have here? It's Watoga Estates. Problem with Watoga is, oh, here's a cooler. It's a cooler, folks. My profile. Ah, there we go. There's our first improved bait right there, in that little cooler. So we are definitely taking that, and we're going to leave the sweet roll there, because when we do the burned book, if this works the way that I'm hoping that it will work, and everything, usually it does work with that, and so okay, so we got that there. So we got one improved bait from that little cooler there and that building there. I'm not sure what building that is, but needless to say, this is the building that we got it out of right here. Bakery, looks like, maybe might be the bakery. We got that out of? The transit hub of Watoga. Oh, we're in the train station now. No, it is the bakery. If you find that, that is where that one is located at. I want to get a little specific. I usually don't do specifics, folks. So. Give me a second here. And we will continue on to find this appliance store. So, I'm leaving Watoga. We don't want to leave Watoga. I believe we go maybe this way. We might run into it. Let's see here. Oh, by the way, another thing to also check, folks. A lot of people run past all this. I don't. Sometimes there is a pail, a lunch pail, like I was thinking right here. Of course, there's just a rad roach in this one, so we have a grilled rad roach in that lunch pail. But always, 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 and I haven't really seen anyone mention this yet, check your buses to see if there is a... Yeah, well, it's in the transit hub. My bad. Transit hub, that says bakery. I don't know where the hell I got that, but okay. Anyway, onward and upward. Always check your buses. Check, 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 check. Because you never know, there could be a lunch pail hiding amidst a bus here in Watoga for you to grab. So that's the transit hub. I believe it's this way. I believe we go this way. We can probably find what we're looking for here. At least I am hoping we do, because I want to continue on with this very, very quickly. And I really should have mapped this out before I started, but you guys know me. I just jump head on into it. No real planning. Oh, what do we got back here? I know this is not where we need to be, granted. Looks to me like we've got a bunch of buses here. Well, let's just pop on and see if there's any usefulness in here. No, nothing there. Alright, there's nothing on that bus. We are going to come over here and check this bus. Because like I said, folks, you just never know. These buses, I've found quite a few on buses. Believe it or not. But I think that's just a random spawn in. they're not always going to be in that. So it's not a static location like the Galleria or the furniture stores, or like that. So this is a random spawn in on these buses, and sometimes, every once in a while, sometimes you will get lucky and find one on one of these buses. Because, people take the bus and they carry their lunch with them. It's a gamble, but you just never know. It's always worth the check out for that. Alright, so now that we seem to have a decent server here on this port, maybe I can find this store. So we can, whoops, how you doing, buddy? I think we might have already checked this bus, but I'll do it again just to make sure. Yeah, going around in circles like myself.
Nuclear strike imminent.
Uh-oh. Please don't be nuking my area.
Exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Okay, so there's going to be, I'll say, events like this. The blast zone. Little events like this. Any event is going to get you 1 to 3 baits, whether it be caravans or an event like this where someone has nuked somewhere, etc. Now, some suggesting tips for the fishing, since we are talking about, this is mostly what this stream is going to be about, the fishing and the bait and everything. You can get the approved bait, which is what we're working on right now. I am low on improved bait, and server hopping is a good thing for this. If you want to do that, just hope that you get there before someone else does, or someone else has. I don't know if it's like per instance, if it's just like, okay, like on ESO, certain things is per like character or per person type situation, not just open for everybody to just run in and grab. So I'm thinking maybe that could be the same thing here with this. I'm hoping anyway. I mean, I have been all around this place. Where is that freaking store?
Protect and serve.
Anyway, if you can find it, because obviously I ain't finding it. If you can find it, there is a store here. This is going to be the worst stream in history, I believe, for me. That's far enough away. We really don't have to worry about that. So, event Scorched Earth is running. You can go down and hit that event and score you some improved bait that way as well. But I'm not trying to do events right now. I am just basically trying to show you some things. Now, fishing. And I'll tell you now, I've come to this conclusion. I don't know if it has been confirmed or if it has not, but the weather machines, I believe, do help matters in terms of making it rain to get those rarer fish, etc. I believe that does work. So far, I haven't heard anybody say that it does not. Now, For the axolotl, which we're going to take a real quick peek over here. I'm going to show you what I have got, because I am working on the axolotl at the moment, which is right here. The improved bait, real and rare fish. I have to catch the axolotls, ash heap. I have to catch 3 in the ash heap, certain fish, okay? You've been doing this, you already know this, so there's you that have not, we do this. I'm working on the Mark III reel at the moment. Complete daily fishing quests, which I have been working on that. That's a rough one. So to get just for a plushie, and I don't know what's going to pop after that. Catch any fish. I'm up to the 760 level. You start out like 15 or 3 or something like that. Glowing fish, I've only done that once, and this is where that comes in handy. I was just talking about the weather machines. For the life of me, I could not catch the Canal River piranha. I got the glowing one quite a few times. Okay. It was not until I decided, and I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. I decided to make a traveling camp. And well, you might say, what is a traveling camp? Traveling camp is one that I really don't care about, and one that I really hardly ever used. It was my winter camp I had for the Christmas event. I'll just rebuild it later on when I get another slot, okay? Not a big deal. This camp, anytime I'm going fishing, I will pay the 40 caps to move that camp to wherever I am fishing at. And I will set up the generator, and sometimes I'll set up a tinkerer's bench depending on if I'm close to getting possibly another plan or something that I have to work on, and switch out the gears. But this camp, this traveling camp, goes with me everywhere when I'm fishing, just to set up the weather generators, which I do have the rain weather generator, and I have the nuclear one from the scorecard. Snow also does count as rain, folks, so if you have a snow generator, which I also have, that will count as rain to get that. So it wasn't until I started doing the traveling camp and setting the camp up with the rain that I finally did get the Canal River piranha, and I did use common bait. I did not use the improved bait on that. The improved bait, most stuff I would say fish common with your weather generator, unless you're after the axolotls, and you pretty much have to use the improved bait for those, and those are very, very not easy to come by. Well, I guess they are if you do the methods and everything, and you get all that and everything, or you just run a lot of events. You can get them easy that way, but not for me. I do not. Now here's emergency services. Okay, if I am remembering correctly, that is near the emergency services. Okay, we're back over here where we were at. So where am I missing this building at? I really wish that the maps that they have had a little bit more of markers on them, like they do in ESO. ESO, you can pretty much mark wherever it is. I mean, you can do that in this game. You can mark it to go back to it. It's a little bit more complicated than ESO though, but yeah, for me it is. I mean, I'm just not the brightest crayon in the box, folks. I'll freely admit that. I know it's like in some little alleyway. and that's the problem. It's in that little alleyway, and I don't remember what alleyway. And Watoga is full of little alleyways.
Protect and serve.
So, yeah, I'm gonna skip all these buses, because I'm pretty sure I've done through all those buses. See, if I go this way, it's not gonna be here. And a lot of the buildings are... Yeah, see, we're right back here at the depot that we was here earlier on. Well, folks, this is not working well for me on this stream. We've spent 25 minutes just trying to, well, not 25 minutes, but we've spent a good bit of time just trying to find this so I can show you. AMS smart, maybe? AMS, perhaps?
Automated mining services welcome you to the home.
Automated mining. Well, it's not going to be in here, but maybe there might be like a lootable container. Nope, 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 nope. But I think we're getting close here, because here's the AMS. I'm thinking we just
Protect and serve.
keep going in this direction. We might actually run into it here. Because I remember, I think it is near the AMS. Down here, like near. But I could be wrong. I could be completely off my freaking rocker here, folks. Of course, that wouldn't be anything new, but... Oh, here's another pail. We probably missed that, and that's just got some gumdrops in it. So this is a really good area, mostly for lunch pails. And a bunch of them here. Bunch of lunch pails here. Wait, is this it? No? I think we're on the right path here, folks. I believe we are on the right path. I believe it is going to be somewhere through here. What do we got here? It is not this one. Maybe. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. This is it. This is it. Miller's Appliance, which is right here. Okay, so if you look around here, maybe a quick look around. Okay, you find that boat dock on the river there, and it looks like, okay, you see, there's the way into Watoga, depending on which way you're coming in from. So it looks like where the tank and everything is, if you come across the bridge, or even just come straight down and shoot across the water there and come up here, you will hit the appliance store. So we are going to go in here, and it's a ceramic bowl, a table knife, a plastic spoon. No improved bait, folks. You're never going to really find an improved bait in a dryer or anything like that. Okay, that's just not happening. But now we know where this is 100% coming from. Let's see here. We are northwest here, facing northwest, it looks like. Can't really see that. Southwest? West? Yeah, so it's kind of like in the northwest area here of Watoga for this one. Okay, so we are done at Watoga. And everyone else is going to be busy over here. We're going to run up real quick and try and sneak into the Valley Galleria. I don't know why I'm whispering, but we're going to go to the Valley Galleria. Valley Galleria. I'm going to show you guys how to get there. I know that way fairly quickly, so that'll be quick to get in and get out of the valley. And then we're going to go down to Nuka World. Nuka World, believe it or not, actually does have quite a bit of fridges there. Not as much as the Galleria. And then when we're done down at Nuka World, we're going to go up to Summersville Lake. And I'm going to show you the house that has all the books in it that you can collect and try the burned book method for yourself. And we're going to try. We'll have to jump out and go with server hop after the fact, or into my private server, more than likely after that. Now, Valley Galleria, I love just coming here and doing this one thing, just for, even before this event. I like to come and shoot the cars. It looks like someone might have already been here, but anyway, it doesn't really matter at this point. I like to come and shoot the cars because I like to get this chain reaction. If I did it right. Yeah, there we go. Explosions everywhere. And usually it does take care of the scorched that are out here. Most times I don't have this issue. The scorch end up in the blast radius. And they end up dead before they even had a chance to attack. So I'm going to take, I'm just going to go ahead and, now the thing with the burn book method is you will hear it referred to if you ever go over to Reddit or anything to look up information on this from other players. Pretty much will reset all the spawns. Now, I'm a little confused on how the S actually works. So, I think I've gotten it to work once, and it was not good. So, I have also read a few things that says if there's nothing in that container or fridge, whatever it is that you are trying to get to reset, don't take it, leave it in there, and I haven't done that yet, so we're going to try it this time and see if it does anything at this point. Okay, so here we are at the Valley Galleria. We are going to go this way, directly to these stairs here. We are going to go to the right. Go to the right. There's your pizza place. Right here's pizza, Little Patty's Pizzas, or whatever the heck you want to call it, little pizza place. Right here. This is where you want to be. This houseware's right there, okay? And I'm screwing around and getting myself shot at while I'm trying to show this. Die already, thank you very much. And here you're going to run into a few things. Looting, just looting in general, does not work for the burned book method. I will tell you that now. It has to be loose items that you literally pick up in the world. And you will need about 250 to 270, I think. Now, I'm going to go down here. Now this is going to hang right here. This is the area you want to be in, right here. I'm going to go in here, and that's table knife, ladle, beer bottle. Boy, this needs respawn, like, seriously here. Come on. We're running into a little bit of a problem here, but that's okay. Technical difficulties. Yay for level ups. Well, okay, so you have these here. Okay. Nothing in there I want. Now, a lot of people will probably just go for those and not check this. There's one right here. Okay, sometimes you have these fridges do not count. It's just going to be the broken fridges. Okay, so you have that one there. You also have one right down here that a lot of people, I believe, miss when they come in here. I've been in here enough to look around. So we got a cracked bowl there. Nothing in that one. Mut fruit, cracked bowl, beer bottle. coffee cup, plastic bowl, bait improved. There we go. There's our first one there. It must be a two. Oh wow. Okay, I guess the streak has been broken. I just got two improved baits from here, which I had not been able to get any. So now we are done here. So we're going to go on, and I'm going to take you guys down to Nuka World. And then from Nuka World, we're going to shoot straight up to right here, okay? Because this is where the burn book method is going to come in, and I'm going to do a real quick rundown with that. I have not completely got it to work completely yet, but it has been proven to work. So off to Nuka World here. There we go, Nuka World. And we're going to show you folks what is going on down at Nuka World in terms of things. Okay. And I will not get to posting this video to YouTube tonight. Don't think I will anyway at this point. I might. Depends on if I can do it from my phone or if I'm going to have to go downstairs to do it. So I'll see if I can. If not, I will definitely be posting this later on today, as the case may be, because its time is now 2:27 in the morning here. So, and another reason I'm doing this right now, at this time of the morning, is usually around about 1. Now, this is based on ESO. This is not based on Fallout. But if it holds true, because it is a Bethesda game and it's pretty much kind of the same area. Usually myself, if I'm going to go and do like collecting, like serious playing collectings over in the inn over in the Weald, this time of the morning usually seems to be the best time to go in and get some decent valued plans. None of the really high ones. Every once in a while I'll get a purple one, but most of the time it's green and blue. But you do get some decent runs with that. So here we are. Here we are. We are here in Nuka World. My lighter is being a pain in the ass. So here we are at Nuka World. Okay, now Nuka World is a little bit fairly easy to check. I don't know why the heck that keeps doing that, but okay, whatever. I guess I made it an easier way to mark. Is you're going to come over here to these types of little things here. And if you see, okay, now this only works. You can check these pretty quick if you're in third person. First person, you literally have to go in. Plastic spoon there. Dog bowl there. Now, if I remember correctly, there is some more. That's just 2. Believe there's like, and there's also containers here. There's also a bunch of the, well, not a bunch, but there are quite a few. Here's another one over here. We're going to see if we can get out of the way. Tablespoon. Okay, we don't need that. We're gonna go on. We're gonna keep going. You check all these little stations. Some of them will have refrigerators. Most of them will not. Now, okay, we are here. Not here. That's not where we need to be. Okay, so we have done checked all this down here. So you want to go. I believe the big tent. Near the big tent, there is another couple places. I think I already checked these, but we'll look real quick just to be sure. Okay, that's fine there. Okay, so we're on this side of the tent, and we're gonna go this way. and look and see if there's anything else around about here. I believe there's a couple of lunch pails around here somewhere. You have these little cabins, these little things here. I don't know. I think maybe one of them has a lunch pail in it. I am not 100% sure on that. Of course, those lunch pails are usually a random spawn, so they usually don't end up in the same place, but they will end up in the same area. So that's why I was saying you really kind of need to check. Okay, so now we're going to go way up this way. We want to go this direction. Of course, you have her there. I think there's a lunch pail up here that I usually check. And you've got, keep going up this way, you should run into, this is where the area of where the boss spawns when they nuke. So if you've ever been here to fight the boss, you know you're not going to find any baits in any of those. Okay, just so you know. But someone had said something about there being a broken refrigerator up here, and yes, there it is. I have found it, and it's got a coffee cup. How wonderful. So you want to, I guess we're wanting to check these containers now, and see if there's any more fridges in there. There's one there. At least one up here on the hill. So we're doing really good here. So far we've got 3 improved baits. I've heard people getting a lot more than that. So here we are. Okay, we have checked pretty much all around Nuka World here. The places that I know. Oh, wait. Here we go. We're back down here. And we have a recipe there. Vodka. You see, those just kind of respawn. So it's a possibility someone may have done the book method here, or I may have just missed these to begin with. But there's another 4 fridges here. 4 or 5 fridges you can check as well. Oh, here's another one. Dinner plate. Deathclaw Wellington. And yeah, we did not check those. I did not even really know about those until I read about those, and I decided next time I was over here I was going to come. So we are done with Nuka World. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go try the burned book method here. It seems like a good time in the morning to try that. So we're going to shoot straight up here to Summersville. We're going to go here. Now, I'm going to try this and see how well that is going to go here. These are just my little farming routes that I have been taking. So, you know, just my little farming routes that I generally take. So, just, you know, and I'm sure a lot of people have already posted this information, especially the big time players have already been on this. Very much so, they have been on this. So they have already done all this, but we are talking about improved date. Now, I think I might have already went over this in the fishing. The oxalotls are best caught in a nuked zone. You can catch them, but you must have improved bait. Okay. Someone has already been here, so when you come in, there's going to be a ton of books, okay? Just a mess of them. Alright, so here's what we're going to do for this, just to see here how this is going to work out for us. I'm going to switch back over here, but just so I can show you, maybe they didn't take everything. Which is probably what I think happened. I think someone did this while we were on the server, and it reset. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to come over here. We're going to see if there's any. Yeah, all the books are gone. Usually there's a lot of books here. So here's what we're going to do, folks. We are going to log out. We're going to go to my private server so I can show you this. So disconnected from server. Yes, I know, because I disconnected from the server. I'm going to go to my private server here, and this private server is only if you have Fallout First, folks. So gives you another reason to get Fallout First now, and we'll also go back after we do this, and we'll recheck the gallery and everything before I leave my server, and see if there's anything there, and then we will jump over to another public server. And see if anything has changed over there, because you know we did take some stuff. We did get some bait from those finally, and we're going to see if it works on doing this. So when we go back to the other public server, we'll see how well that works out for us. So I'm not entirely sure this whole burned book thing works. I may just be too stupid to get it to work properly. That could be human error here. Particularly this human's error. But yeah, we'll go ahead and spawn in. We'll go, and hopefully the books restocked here, because I usually do this on my own server here. So we're going to come over this way. When you come in here, oh no, don't you do it, don't you dare do it. Okay, this is what I was trying to show you. All these books. We'll take everything that is not tied down. And I mean everything, down to the pet bolt. You want to grab everything in here. Everything that is not tied down, folks. That is what you want to do here. And this is what they call the burnt book method. You want to come in here and you want to take everything, and I do mean you take Granny's underwear if you can find it, okay? You want to come in, you want to, this is not a viable fridge because it will open, okay? So you're going to take everything. You're going to loot everything in the crate. There's also a lunchbox here. No luck on that lunchbox this time. I always like to close the door just to make sure that I'm not, yeah. And see, this is why I shut the door, because behind that door is a metric frac ton more books. You're going to take it all. Take it all. Now, some people will do this on the public servers, okay, and that's perfectly well and good. But if there happens to be a day that there is a burnt book situation, a couple days ago, I had a quest. I had to get so many burnt books, which is how I actually ran across this method. I was searching and I was looking on Reddit for a place because I had just come back to the game. I haven't played this game in probably about 6 months or so. Almost a year probably. I have not played this game. And I could not figure out, I didn't remember where the books were, aside from, I think there was like books, I think it's more magazines in the other place. But anyway, you're going to want to loot. Now look, if you get something out of this, it don't count. Stuff that's out on the floor like this does count in that thing. So that's very, 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 very important to remember that you are not, if you're looting things out of things like washers or chests like this, they do not go toward that count. Usually there is a metric fracton of, there's a whole box of pool balls usually here that is not here. Then of course you have another little cooler right there that could have some bait in it as well. You want like that rat poison, that would work. And I don't think this is going to work this time because honestly I am not getting the amount that I need, I don't think. But you have to loot between 250 and 270. Loose items such as the books and whatnot to get it to reset. I'll take that cap, thank you very much. But we're not done yet, okay? This is just the downstairs that we're working on. So now we come out and we're going to take this turn here. We'll make sure that we cleared all the books and everything there. We're going to come up here. Now, we've got a couple rooms up here that if you're lucky and no one has been there, you're going to get some more books here. Make sure, there's a door, of course, just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Here we go, here we go. Tons of tonnage, and if you can keep that from popping open while you're looting, that's awful. That's helpful there. But sometimes you just can't avoid it, so. I believe that's going to take that alarm clock because it is a loose item. Oh, wait, wasn't it? Okay, there's some books here. Okay, usually I would also advise you have that on if you're going to be working in a dark, slightly dark area like this. I'm going to come in here. Usually there is a metric fracton of books in those as well. So, okay, we are at an impasse here on getting the amount of books that we need. Because I have checked both rooms. And there just is not enough. Now, if I want to go in here, just to give you guys an idea of the items that we have just collected, junk-wise, okay? Now, some of the stuff was already in here. It's not going to count. Anything that was loose that we picked up, like the books. Okay, we got 96 burnt books here. Usually, I get a whole lot more. I walk out of here with like closer to 200. You got some burnt textbooks here as well. So you take both those because I guess the books kind of changed on me. Take both of those there. 41 and 96. You're over 100 of those items and getting that reset. But this just did not work out the way that it was supposed to. So usually there's a lot more books in terms of this situation. So you just wanna that's basically what they mean. If you're ever out looking around on Reddit and you're trying to find the information of something and they mention the burnt book method, this is exactly what they're talking about. So just to make sure, toilet paper, okay, that'll work and that will work. Oh look, we got some blocks here. Those are going to work too. So you just gotta kind of keep looting until you know. So a lot of people say track how many items you have. I really kind of need to do that, but I don't. So that could be part of the reason that I'm not getting this method to pop properly. Because I'm not counting the items that I am picking up to make sure that I have that 250 to 270. I would just honestly try and get 270 before you even... Okay, here's more stuff. More stuff, more stuff, more stuff. More stuff always works. Take that. That's lootable item. We are looting. Take that clipboard. Wish we could take those cups one at a time. That would be awesome. Stacked items do not work. You cannot take stacked items like I said out of the thing. Oh, pencils. Sometimes those pencils you can grab those. No. Excuse me. I have to deal with something here. Thank you. You're dead. Not everything is going to be lootable. Sometimes the pencils are, depending on where you're at, but I don't think I've ever been able to loot a pencil. See, the items there are not going to work, but that office fan will work. So I'm just going to run around basically and loot some more stuff here before I hop back over to the Galleria. Oh, here's more books. Always pays to look around. Did not know these were even out here. I think I've run across these once before. But they're generally, usually, for me, not out here. All the books I generally get are in the house. So. Now, some people say you can just fast travel. And it will reset it. Some people say you have to log out and back in to reset. Server hop usually is the best way, I guess, to really make sure. But if you're doing it on a public server, it's kind of hard to get there on that. And I don't know if this is a reset just for you or if it's a reset for all players. I would assume that it is just for you. It's not a server-wide thing. A fine time to run out of shots. Thank you. I did. Who's firing on me now? Oh, you. I see you hiding up there. Jeez, you're way over there lobbing some long balls, aren't you? Alright, so let's get back to what we're doing here. Okay, the ballot printers do not work. Ooh, I can use those for another... Oh, and I'm going to show you guys a very, very interesting thing. Alright, that I learned that not many people... I guess a lot of people know, but they just don't say a whole lot. You're doing this fishing event, and you have more than one character like I do. You want to take advantage of something that they call muling. Muling, which is basically like a donkey. Okay, we're gonna donkify this. Hello. Those will work too. See, I haven't really gone anywhere except that house around here, because I usually get very close to what I need, and then it's just like, yeah, I'll go loot somewhere else. And but I never even really thought about coming and looting the rest of the town. That's something I normally okay, these work. Take that too. Oh, look, some more hangers. Okay, these hangers are probably going to work as well. We're just going to keep going here. Yeah, see, I just picked up a pencil. See, the pencils are lootable at some point. And take that. Alright, we're going to go this way. And we're going to kill this guy here. Now, this situation that I'm going to show you in a few minutes, after we do this, we finish out this, and hopefully we get the reset that we're looking for here. It's quite possible we might. It's quite possible we might not. All right, so. We'll see. I was kind of hoping there had been a fridge in here. Okay, at this point, I believe I might have gotten enough. Now, I don't think this works. I think these might count as containers, but so far no one has said anything about being able to get any improved bait out of the trash cans. So we're going to have to assume that those are not included in the way that you can get the bait. We're going to go back up here. I'm going to be overloaded as heck, okay? Now, there's also something going on right now with this. I do not suggest you take advantage of it. These will probably count. We're going to just take all these beer bottles that are lying about here as well. I don't suggest you take advantage of this. Usually you are going to have to find a workbench or something, or you're just going to have to drop all of this stuff after you have collected it. And I am no longer really in the town. We are heading to no man's land here. But if I remember correctly, there is a bench, a workbench, somewhere in town here. Exactly where, I'm not entirely sure. I've only ran across it once. So just to do what I'm trying to do here. I actually do kinda need that. No, that's not lootable. What these bottles are, we'll take those. We'll take that, take that. Now pop back up these stairs and see what we got up here. Sometimes there's... I'll take that, because I need to work on me other characters. Take that broken lamp. I should have, hopefully. Now, if I had gotten the full amount of books that I would normally get when doing this, I would be perfectly fine on this. Oh, wait, some books and stuff have respawned. But it's not all the books, so we are still kind of... These are the books that should have been here earlier. Looks like we did get a little bit of a respawn, a possible respawn out of this. Just a minor, small one. Just want to keep collecting though, because if that has happened, I'm going to guess... Yeah, because that was something different last time. That was iguana. That's iguana bits this time. So yeah. See, all this wonderful lootsies. Okay, I think we're good here. I think we might have done it, but just to make sure, I want to go up here. Oh, folks, I believe we have a respawn. I believe everything has reset. So now it's time. Now, I do not suggest you take advantage of this. I do not suggest it. I do not condone it. But in this situation, for the sake of this stream, I'm going to show you a little glitch that is going on at the moment. So, I'm on my own private server. You can do this on the public servers too, I found out. I don't take advantage of it. I try and keep the carry weight below. But as you can see, I am severely over encumbered. But yet, I am allowed to travel. Now, I ain't going to narc. I ain't going to tell them about this, even though I probably should. But in case of emergency here, it's not really an emergency. I just want to do it, and I don't want to have to drop everything. I want to get, I want to recycle all that. But anyway, why didn't I just use the traveling? That's an idea. My little traveling camp, I could start using that to do that. But here's my camp anyway. That was blocked earlier, but yeah. I'm going to come down here. We're going to come over here to the scrap box. And we are going to just get rid of all that. Now, you see, I'm perfectly fine. I'm going to have to start using the traveling camp. This is my little fishing thing. This is the captain's quarters I'm working on currently. See, I'll look around to that now. And this is where all my wonderful, I guess, say, okay. Now, I'm going to show you guys something really, really quick. Now, and the only reason I'm doing this is we were talking about the muling situation where you can do that. So if you have additional characters, I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to do here. Now, I'm not going to do it like particularly like the way I normally would do this. I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what you can do if you have other characters that you are doing this event on. Daily, you come over here, you get your dailies. Hello? You get your dailies, and then of course there is a few, sugar bombs, and okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this recipe. We'll grab that Merlot turkey there. Okay? Now, you can do this one of two ways, folks. You can either use this box here, and you can only do this when you are on your own private server. And I'm going to demonstrate this very, very quickly before we go to do the Galleria. Well, I'm probably going to do that before we leave, but take your stuff, okay? You see, there's a couple plans in there right now. I don't know how they got in there. Okay? Don't even know. Don't even care. Alright. Okay, you see this? This is my own little server. There's no one else on my server. Not a zip, okay? What I'm going to do is I'm going to show... I can go ahead and put this stuff in there. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and put this stuff in there. Actually, I need to put some stim packs in there for another character. So I'm going to take and I'm going to put 5 stim packs and then 5 super stim packs in there. We're going to leave those there because I'm going to show you something after we go back to check the gallery and stuff, and I'm going to show you how to do this. You have your main character, and you also have your secondary characters that you've made. Okay, everyone has theirs. One.
We needed more bait.
Everyone has the one character that they play on all the time. Okay, you have other characters, yes, but you have one character that you always play on, and you want to get all of these new plans over to that main character fairly quickly, depending on how many characters you have. Okay. Now the Valley Galleria is back this way. We're actually heading there as we speak. Right now I am on my main character. We're going to switch characters here in a minute after we go and verify and see, because it looks like we did get a respawn out of this. As you see, all the books, most of the books and everything were back. So I'm going to leave those where they're at right now, because I'm about to, when this is done with this stream, I'm going to go and run some public events before I go to bed. So you go over to the Fisherman's Captain there, you get your daily event on whatever character you're going to do. And when you do that, you can use that box. I usually like to use the outhouse. I will unlock the outhouse here on my private server. You can only do this, folks, if you have Fallout First and you are on a private server. You are on your own adventure server, because these servers, they stay up for a few minutes or so after you've logged out, in case you're just like switching characters or whatever. So, or you get disconnected, or that type of situation. So you saw what I put in there. I put stim packs. I'm pretty sure a couple more things will load into that as I get back over there, but I want to check the Galleria here real quick. I'm not going to do my normal run. I'm going to go finish this stream, and then I will just wanted to show you guys. Here I am over encumbered again. Well, I know. I'll fix it. Alright. And past the pizza place. 2 housewares. Now let's see if anything has changed in the fridges. Now, you guys know I left a bunch of stuff in there that I did not even want. I did not even want to mess with. So it should hopefully have reset them to the point that there might be some more improved debate down here. But we're gonna go see. And if not, then I'm going to make my own opinion that this does not work. Beer bottle, plastic spoon. Oh, it's a different recipe. Squirrel bait. Yeah, there's common bait there. I don't think I want to take the common bait, but wait. Here we go. There's another improved bait. So this burned book method does work, but you know what? I am going to take that common bait just because, one thing, because let me take care of these rad roaches first. I'm going to take the common bait. Usually I would not take the common bait because I can buy some, but my lower characters, two improved bait right here for you folks. Now this, anything else you don't, two more right here. Oh, we're making bank today on this bait. Common baits, anything, but I'm just taking, usually don't take the common baits because I got so much of it. Well, probably not as much as I used to have anyway, on that, but okay, so this reset official, you guys seen it right here. I just did it. We left all kinds of stuff in here. We took all the bait, we took all the improved bait and everything, and we went and did the reset, and we ended up with more bait. So it definitely does work. Okay, so some more bait for me. So let's go take a look here. Okay, so now I had not a lot of improved bait because I've been trying to fish docks a lot. Okay, yeah, I think I had that down to like 5 baits. Now I'm back up to 11. So this is a very viable way of doing this, only if you have Fallout first, folks. You're not going to be able to. Well, you can do this without Fallout first, the reset, the book stuff, because that's all public. But what I'm about to show you next, you literally must have Fallout first for to do this on a private server. That's all there is to it. So we're just going to quickly travel out here. I'm going to go right back over here to the Fisherman's Rest. I know, stupid on my part. But here's what you're going to do. If you want to get all those plans over onto one specific account, you have multiple characters. This is how you're going to do it. You're not going to have anybody on the trade with to go back and forth with. However, the improved bait is tradable. Player to player, I believe. I don't know how. I don't think I've ever done a player to player trade in this game. But I read somewhere that you could do it that way. People can give you bait that way as well. They can drop it and you can pick it up, pretty much. I guess is how that goes. I don't know. I've never tried. That's something I'm gonna have to test out with Wildcard. He just started a new job, so we're gonna be yeah. So we're gonna come back over here. You see, we're going to go in again, and we're going to show this. Now you can, usually I will use this right here, and if you have the skill to unlock it, you can go in here. There's also a cap stash in here, okay? And I will transfer into that and do it that way. Your own private server, but right now we're going here. Okay, so we have 5 stim packs and 5 regular stim packs and some super stim packs. I probably do need to put some 10 millimeters in there for the lower character because they are really. Actually, I need to put a better weapon in there. Ooh, double barreled shotgun might be fairly good. Yeah, I don't have this stuff. I don't feel like transferring right now. I've got a lot of stuff I have to deal with here, honestly. Okay, as you can see, what I've got in there. 10 millimeter rounds, 20 of those, 5 and 5. So here's what we're going to do from here. We're going to come out. We're going to go here. Now this is how people, I suspect, more than likely, has been getting the mods and stuff very, very, very quickly. Okay, we're going to go out, we're going to quit. We're going to go out to the main menu. Now, as you can see, the character I was on was that one. Just for fun stuff, we're going to go to Trash Pan. We're going to switch our character. We're going to go back into play. We're going to go back over to the private adventure. And this is how you can move things between your accounts if you have Fallout First without having to have somebody on, a friend on, to be able to move a plan or move certain ammo or move weapons or just whatever you want to move. Okay? From one thing to another. So that's how this is going to go. And as soon as this loads up, assuming now if I get kicked, that's going to be a whole different ballgame. I've not been kicked doing this method yet, so I don't know if the server itself disappears and resets. But I do know I'm going to be going back to Nuka-Cola and I'm going to go back to Watoga when I end this stream. Because I am kind of still using the same server here at this point. And I'm going to go check them on my main account. I could probably do it with this guy, but this guy is not very good at, as you can see, my map here is pretty much barren, because I've not really been out doing anything with this guy here, except for the fishing events and going to wherever they need to take me. Okay, so here's, now remember what we put in there. We put 5 of each stim pack, and I think we put some ammo in there. Oh, what do we have here? 20 10mm, 5 stim packs, and 5 super stim packs, right there. And they are now over here on him. I did not realize he had so many stim packs already on him. I need to take some over to the other one. I'll do that here. So we don't need that many here, but she definitely needs some. So I just pulled some rounds. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna take and put all that back. I'm going to do some transferring here, but that is how you're going to do this, folks. You can put anything in there. You can even, okay, here's another thing. If you're making a new character, okay, to do this event, to get that extra improved bait, other than going out and farming it like I've just showed you on your private servers or even on the regular servers. Public servers are going to be a little bit harder to do this method on versus a private server. So I have 102 common bait here. I really need to
Thank you for catching them fish.
get...
We needed more.
Take all that. Take all that. Because I need to get... Oh, no. I want all of it. Come in here. Oops. Ooh, I just screwed myself because I was thinking I was on my regular. Not a problem. Not a problem. We're going to. I gotta get some. I thought for sure I was on. So I'm just going to sell all this because he's going to need some travel money tomorrow. She, either way, but I am going to fix my screw up here. And I'm going to do some transfers because I got way more caps on my main than I do. I'm gonna keep that. I might want that. Unfortunately, I don't think there is a way to transfer gold, but you know, I want to put a couple of things in here real quick before I go back to my main. He's got enough bait for now. It's the other one that I am more concerned with. I want 15 of those over. Nope, wrong one. See, my brain ain't even working right now. It's just too late at night, but I figured, you know. Put 15 of those stim packs there, and back out we go, because I need to transfer these. Come on. Let me see which character I'm on. Looks like Trash Panda, okay. Transfer over to the other one here. And I guess at this point, what we are going to do is, well, what I am going to go and do shortly is to go check out a couple more places, since I did get that reset to finally work. I'm going to go and do some farming, and probably go back over to public land and do some events to get some more improved bait, because I want to get that axolotl. So, at this point, I believe, folks, I am going to bid you farewell. I will try and get this stream up to YouTube soon. As always, thanks for stopping in. If you're watching on Twitch, follow. YouTube, subscribe. And I will see you folks later.